Hey, everybody. Chris here at Divine Key with your Workout Wednesday. Welcome, everybody, to Divine Key spelled QI. Um, it's an hour after I normally do this Workout Wednesday, but appropriately, this one's about hurdles. So it's going to be really quick. I don't even have my full setup, so sorry if the sound isn't as great as normal because I don't have my normal microphone plugged in. But I want to talk about hurdles. And I want to talk about if you're in the spiritual practice. So if you're someone like me who my livelihood is around the spiritual practice and manifesting and connecting with spirit. And sometimes there is a sense that if you do Reiki, or if you do tarot, or if you meditate, if you do all the things, that everything's going to be perfect and that you're never going to be sick and you're never going to be achy and you're never going to have problems and everything's going to be smooth. And I'm here to tell you that sometimes that's not the way it works. There are hurdles no matter what you do, no matter what tools you use. We are humans and we are living a human existence. And part of that is the hurdles that come up for us to maybe learn something or maybe to stretch a muscle, right? When if you're running and jumping hurdles, that's different than running just for speed. So it works a different muscle. So I think what I want to say is the message for today is that those hurdles are not walls, they don't block you. They might slow you down, they might trip you up, they might make you fall, but they're not going to stop you from moving forward. So, as long as you make it over the hurdle, even if the hurdle falls down, even if you fall down, you're moving forward and one step at a time. Each step is important. So, look at those things that come up in your life that seem to be difficult as a hurdle and not as a wall. And to stretch the muscle. So, for example, like I'm a Reiki master and I've been doing Reiki a really long time, but I still have health issues. And some of them have cropped up recently that you say to yourself, but I've been doing Reiki like literally every day for 20 years. How comes I'm not 100% healthy? And on the other hand, what I say to myself is, where would I be if I wasn't? Um, if I wasn't doing Reiki? Would I still be here for one thing? And how much more pain would I have if I wasn't doing Reiki? So it's not that I feel like Reiki solves everything. It's not like I feel like it makes me 100% physically well because for whatever reason, this human body has to go through what it's going through. I've chosen that life on this earth. So the same is true for everything. They're all tools. They're all tools to help you over the hurdles. It doesn't eliminate the hurdles, it just helps you over them. So, for example, when I'm really stressed out and confused and overwhelmed, one of my favorite tools is the cards. So, whether it be tarot cards, oracle cards, Lenormand cards, even a regular deck of playing cards can give me messages. Runes are the same way. So, the runes for me are very similar to cards, or even opening a passage in a book and reading a quote is helpful. They're all things to help bring me to center so that I can see a different perspective on what my overwhelm is about. And it doesn't eliminate the overwhelm. It doesn't make it easier necessarily to get through the overwhelm. It doesn't solve my problems. What it does is it gives me a lifeline to move forward. It gives me maybe a little bit of a springboard on this side of the hurdle so I can make it over the hurdle as opposed to going through the hurdle. Um, and I don't run, so it's pretty amazing when I actually watch runners who do hurdling because that takes a lot of courage, and it takes a lot of strength to do a hurdling event. So I don't want to go on about this. I just want to jump on quickly. I didn't want to miss my workout Wednesday. Be aware that it may not be at the same time. If you click the notify bell under YouTube, then you'll be notified when I go live if you want to jump on and do, chat with me real time. If not, do a hashtag replay and let me know that you've seen it on replay, and know that you're not alone. We all have hurdles. No one in this world, no matter what you think from the outside looking in, that looks so smooth and perfect. No one goes through life without hurdles. And really powerful examples of that are all the people that we see who are well known, who are wealthy, who seem to have it all, and yet they end up committing suicide. And that's a whole nother topic. But if from the outside looking in, it appears they have everything, then what is the hurdle that pushed them to that point? So my goal in my life is to stretch the muscles that allow me to get over those hurdles, to get through the hurdles, to know that I can stand back up and brush myself off in a spiritual way and continue to move forward. And hopefully along the way you find a coach that can help you understand form and finesse so that you have an easier time of getting over those hurdles. That's what coaches do, right? Coaches in a sense of the physical activity of jumping, like if you were actually going to be an athletic coach, if you translate that into spiritual coach, it's a similar thing. It's someone who not only cheers you on, encourages you, but can look from the outside and see where minor adjustments may make all the difference in getting over that hurdle. And they're different than consultants. Consultants will come in and give you a game plan and tell you exactly what to do. Coaches take where you're at and they help you see it in a different way. And they may give you a plan going forward as well. But their plan is centered around how do I help you finesse what you already have and improve your natural talent. Um, and it is based around you and your talents and your abilities. So, anyway, that's today's Workout Wednesday. It's more of a lecture rather than an engagement. It's really tough to engage with just the screen and not have real people here, but I do the best I can. So when you think about the things that are tripping you up, when you think about how hard something is, look at it like a hurdle. Look at it like you're on a track, and that there's hurdles in front of you, and that there's always going to be a hurdle. It's never going to not be something there that you're going to hurdle, because that's what encourages us to grow and to get better at something, to stretch that muscle. So see the spiritual hurdles. Sometimes they appear physically, sometimes they might be a physical thing. But there's always a spiritual component. See, there's always, a spiritual and a mental and a physical. It all works together as one. So just see it as a hurdle and not as a wall. I encourage you to stretch yourself, find a tool, find a coach, find a way that you can get through or over that hurdle, and know that in doing so, you're still moving forward. And I applaud you for continuing to move forward. And join me in the humanness of our life, and know that you're not alone in the overwhelm and the struggle and feeling stuck and trying things that don't seem to work. We're all there. Even those of us who have worked in the spiritual realm for a really long time, um, it is what it is, and we are meant to go through this. So I hope you're well. Be well, and I'll see you next week. Thank you for joining me, Chris from Divine Key. Bye.